So what am I supposed to do with spiritual gifts? Do I have them? What do I do with them? We're going to discuss that in this video. This video is a part of a larger series of videos called The Disciple. If you go to our YouTube channel, Bethel Pittsburgh, and go under playlist, you'll find a playlist titled The Disciple, and in there you'll notice that the titles of the videos will say The Disciple and then a category, and all the videos are arranged in category order so that you can locate the category you want to work through, and this is under the category of ministry. In particular, we're going to begin to, as we get to this category, explore the spiritual gifts. And we're going to utilize 1 Corinthians 12 as a very key passage to explain the functioning of the spiritual gifts. And 1 Corinthians 12, verse 1 says, "Now concerning spiritual gifts, brothers, I do not want you to be uninformed." Now, what he's saying there is that he doesn't want people to be ignorant about the gifts. We should know them and have some sense of awareness of spiritual gifts. And that's what this video and this chapter, 1 Corinthians 12, is about. Then if you go to verses 4 to 6, it says, "Now there are varieties of gifts, but the same Spirit. And there are varieties of service, but the same Lord. And there are varieties of activities, but it is the same God who empowers them all in everyone." So there are a variety of gifts. So there's different types of gifts that are available. Not everybody has the same one. We shouldn't all be looking for the same thing in that sense. There are different types of gifts. And it says that they are, in verse 6, empowered by God. So the ability to do these things, the capacity for these things, is coming directly from God. We are not capable in and of ourselves. These aren't inbuilt talents, although one could argue that those are coming from God as well. But again, they're empowered by God. Then verse 7 says, "To each is given the manifestation of the Spirit for the common good." So everybody is gifted. So especially if you're a believer in Jesus Christ, you're a follower of Jesus Christ, then you have spiritual gifts. You have capacities that are usable. And the reason why you have them, it says, is for the service of others. We each have gifts and abilities. We have a capacity to do different things, and we're supposed to be using them to serve others. And then verse 11, it says, "All these are empowered by one and the same Spirit, who apportions to each one individually as he wills." So if you have a capacity, it's because God wanted you to have it. If you don't have a capacity, it's because God didn't want you to have it. It has nothing to do with us being better than another person. None of that. It's just simply God chose to assign that gift to you or to me. And then verses 14 to 20 is where he gives this analogy. I'll read it. "For the body does not consist of one member, but of many. If the foot should say, 'Because I am not a hand, I do not belong to the body,' that would not make it any less a part of the body. And if the ear should say, 'Because I am not an eye, I do not belong to the body,' that would not make it any less a part of the body." So what he's saying is, if you have a capacity for something, but you don't have a capacity for something else, that doesn't make you any more or less significant. It doesn't mean that you're not a part of the body because you're not a part of a particular gifting. That our status within the body is not connected to which particular gift we have. Then 17, "If the whole body were an eye, where would be the sense of hearing? If the whole body were an ear, where would be the sense of smell? But as it is, God arranged the members in the body, each one of them as he chose. If all were a single member, where would the body be? As it is, there are many parts, yet one body." So there is not what is happening here is God is causing us to be interdependent. He is spreading the need-meeting capacities amongst all the individuals within the group. And when the group comes together and cooperates with one another and collaborates with each other, then the group is capable of meeting all the needs. God intended that no one person would be capable of meeting all the needs, or no one person would be self-sufficient, that we would need each other in order to do this. And we see this throughout human history. Everybody always needed somebody else in their life to achieve the things that they were achieving. Then in 21 to 26, it says, the eye cannot say to the hand, I have no need of you, nor again the head to the feet, I have no need of you. On the contrary, the parts of the body that seem to be weaker are indispensable, and on those parts of the body we think less honorable, we bestow the greater honor, and our unpresentable parts are treated with greater modesty, which our more presentable parts do not require. But God has so composed the body, giving greater honor to the part that lacked it, that there may be no division in the body, but that the members may have the same care for one another. If one member suffers, all suffer together. If one member is honored, all rejoice together. And there is the value between each person. No one is more valuable as a being, as an individual, than another. Despite how many gifts and what particular gifts they have, those things are not what gives us value, and we need to remember that when utilizing and developing spiritual gifts in our lives. And then 29 to 31 says, are all apostles, are all prophets, are all teachers, do all work miracles, do all possess gifts of healing, do all speak with tongues, do all interpret, but earnestly desire the higher gifts, and I will show you a still more excellent way. And then he goes into the love chapter. Again, speaking to that idea that we aren't supposed to seek to be self-sufficient. We are to be interdependent. It's not that we are to be dependent on other people per se, but we are to be interdependent. And so these gifts, we're supposed to have them. We have them. We need to discover what they are. We need to develop them, and we need to use them for service of others. They're not to make us look good. They're not to make us to be better than anybody else. They're not what gives us value. They are used to pour value into other people. We are to equally value one another, and part of the way we do that is by serving one another with the gifts, abilities, and capacities that we have. And this is what needs to happen within every church. If you have any questions on that, please leave that in the comments below. I'd be glad to answer them. Or if you would like to grow in your faith in person and you live in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area, we would love for you to join us. We are Bethel Assembly of God at 2501 Staten Street. Or you can join us via live streaming if you can't join us in person. We stream our Sunday services live on our YouTube channel, Bethel Pittsburgh, on Sundays at 10 a.m. We hope you to see it either place, but may God richly bless you.